Hello and welcome to a special edition of the United Daily, live on All for United. Thank you if you are joining us right now on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/All for United. If you're not, if you're one of the many on Facebook or Periscope, come over to our YouTube channel, get involved, ditch BT, ditch the live streams, do the live draw with us. Real passionate fans recapping last night's fantastic win and going over the draw possibilities today as well before the draw's actually made, and you can get our reactions as well. So guys, get in the live chat. I'll do some shout outs. I'll get your comments on screen as well. But first of all, let's start with the guys. Natalie, Stu, thank you for joining us. Nat, let's come over to you. It was a Paul Pogba influence last night that made the whole difference, wasn't it, really, in the grand scheme of things? What did you make of the game?
Yeah, we've missed him, haven't we? I think he's been one of our standout players, and obviously we missed him when he's gone, and he's come back and he's just made an instant impact within a couple of minutes, and it was his game, and you know that's the difference. We've got that quality world-class player, and he's come on and he's changed the game and he's won it for us, and you know I can now just see us storming it. You know, I'm confident no matter who we get now.
You can see us storming the Europa League. We could be the Europa League champions of the world, Stu. Europa League champions of the world, as Karthik was saying, said on last night's match reaction show. What did you make of that last night? Because let's face it, do you know what I really liked? The fact that we didn't really play well over both legs. We managed to scrape an all right result at Old Trafford. It wasn't the end of the world, but we had our backs against the wall going to the San Siro. And I felt like although the first half we didn't play particularly well, after we got the goal, it was a very professional performance. Very professional. We really saw the game out and looked more of a threat than we did in the first half. What did you make of it all, Stu?
Yeah, actually, I think you're spot on there, really, because on a previous show, I said the game would be 45 minutes for us, and as it did turn out that way. And what I meant by that was if we conceded in the first half, it would have been a very, very difficult game. Although it didn't change our mindset and it didn't change, we had to score twice to progress. It would have been a very, very difficult game because Milan would have really sat in deep. So I thought the first half we were poor right across the board, and that's right. And so are you, Ben. As soon as Pogba came on in the second half, we were a different side. He added that dynamism we were missing. I'm not going to go into McFred again because they were just woeful. Although they slightly did get better in the second half, which is a little bit strange. So Pogba really added that. I thought, it was a professional performance. I thought Henderson is looking more and more like a number one Manchester United goalkeeper now. He commands his box. It was a brilliant save off Zlatan, because Zlatan's made a career out of headers like that on the back post. Lindelof and Maguire both were outstanding last night. Lindelof in particular was my man of the match. We just need to find a way of not being so nervous in big games, which unfortunately we were at home, and we were in the first half. I think we were that concerned about conceding that first goal. Our whole play was stifled by that. But a very, very, very professional performance. And it will be interesting to see who we do get in the next round and what approach we get from the team and from Ollie.
We will definitely come to who we want to see in the next round. And guys, get in the live chat. Who do you want to see us draw in the next round? We're just doing pleasantries at the moment, as they are at the moment at UEFA. Ajax, Dynamo Zagreb, Slavia Prague. You've got Arsenal, Granada, Roma, Villarreal, all in the hat. So who do you want to see us get next round, guys? Get in the live chat. I'm going to put some of the comments up on the street. I agree with you. I thought Fred played in that second half like someone who got a kick up the arse at half time, and I really like that, because people question Ollie's in-game management. It doesn't always happen with substitutions with Ollie, but clearly what he done at half time is Rashford clearly wasn't fit. We could all see that. He was really struggling. Even the commentator was making a comment about his ankle being strapped up before the game. And he took Rashford off, didn't keep him on, put Pogba on. Obviously, when you bring on a world or a quality player like Paul Pogba, and he said world class then, I still think he's a quality player. Again, I want to see him do it consistently, which he started to do. Now let's keep him fit. Let's get it consistent, and we can start calling him the world class player that we all know he can be. It makes a huge difference to the team. Of course it does. But Natalie, I think Stu was right to hit on the defence. How good is our defence at the moment? 1 goal conceded in over 700 minutes of football. I'm not afraid of anyone at the moment.
No, that's why I said storm it. I mean, it might not be storm it in terms of scoring loads of goals, but I think if, we can get creating chances, taking the chances, that's why I think we'll win, because I don't see, them get other teams getting many goals against us. And I think, it's a partnership we've bashed a lot. Maguire, he's had his ups and downs. Lindelof had his ups and downs. But I agree with Stu. He was absolutely quality last night, Lindelof. And he was rightly come away with the man of the match. And obviously, Wan-Bissaka on the right is looking really good, looking into form. Luke Shaw, we all know what he's doing. He's been called up to England, rightly so. I mean, I would like to see Wan-Bissaka as well, but I think there's other things that play there. But, for me, I think that back four, that's what you build it on. You build sort of winning trophies and winning games on your back four, your back five. Now Dino's pulling out, world-class saves. So for me, that's the basis. That's why I think we can, that's the foundation. We're building on that now. And, you're seeing people like Pogba, Bruno putting in quality performances. Bruno less so, more Pogba. But, we just need to get our attack up and running, scoring a few goals, and then we're back on form and we're back on that top. When we were top of the league, we were scoring loads of goals and winning all the games. And I think it's because now we're not scoring as many, but we're still winning them, or we're still getting, the points because, we're shutting it out and we're not conceding a lot of goals. And that's been our problem. Defence, I still think we need a centre-back, but, the ones there now that they're really doing their job, they're really stepping up to the plate. And, that's why I think we'll get through against these teams, because I can't see, there's no one like standing out, that player's going to rip us apart. And even then, I'm confident in the players that will play.
The two standout teams going in. And by the way, guys, who do you want to see us play in the next round? Get in the live chat. And please, guys, whilst you're at it, if you're watching All for United for the first time, smash that subscribe button, hit a like on this video. Please smash that like button. By you liking this video, we can get in the timelines of other Reds currently browsing on YouTube. So you'll really be helping us grow. So smash that like button. It's real fan content by fans. So please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you're watching anywhere else, youtube.com/All for United. Come over to our YouTube channel and come and see some exclusive content over here. I'm getting who you want to see us playing the next round on the screen. So please keep them coming. Seems to be going from one end to the other. People are like, oh no, please don't give us Arsenal stuff. People go, God, yeah, I quite fancy Arsenal next round. So it's a really, really interesting one. Stu, I was going to come over to you and say, going into Europa League, I actually feared two sides, Real Sociedad and AC Milan. And we've got the job done. AC Milan, because they've been in similar form to us this year, bit dodgy at home, really good away. They're still a slightly unknown quantity. They turn up and don't turn up in games. You just don't know what you're going to get. But they've got some players there that can really hurt you. I feel like we dealt with them quite well over 2 legs, despite not being at our best, which is exciting for us as United fans. And Real Sociedad, young team, rich history using youth, very unknown quantity, having a fantastic season, looking phenomenal on the pitch. And again, we dispatched them quite easily. So I don't fear no man going in to the next round of the Europa League. But for you, are there any worries still about some of the teams in? Worries about our defence, worries about our attack not putting it on, so to speak, and our all-round play?
Not really anymore. And I made a point on one of the very first shows I was invited on, and that was about our central defence and the issues that we were having with our goalkeeper at the time. And when you look at where we currently are, Hendo's had 5 or 6 games now on a regular basis, and we've not conceded, or I think we've conceded 1 in that time period. A good centre-half pairing requires a good, solid goalkeeper behind them. And it's absolutely no coincidence that we're keeping clean sheets, because there's a trust between our central defensive partnership and our goalkeeper. So you're absolutely right about the worries that AC Milan posed and Real Sociedad posed. And when you look at last night's game, in particular from the Milan game from the previous week, we controlled Kessie a lot better last night, and we controlled Mete a lot better last night. Bruno wasn't in their clutches as he was at Old Trafford. Bruno managed to get himself out of that. And a lot of things go unnoticed about Pogba's game. Pogba drove us forward last night, but he bullied Kessie when he was in the middle as well. There was a couple of times where Pogba was wrestling with Kessie and Mete and out-muscled them. And in the first match, that didn't happen. Coming to the teams that we've got, any club or any player should just be rubbing his hands together this morning, looking at the draw, and we'll talk about that a bit later, obviously, and thinking they can take anybody and beat anybody home and away. So from my point of view, I'm happy whatever. I just think now we've got to take this competition by the scruff of the neck.
Well, Stu, the draw's just about to start.
Okay.
So, guys, keep with us on the live stream. Quickly, Nat, next round, Ajax, Arsenal. We've got Dynamo, we've got Granada, we've got Roma, we've got Slavia Prague, we've got Villarreal. Oh, my God, Gail Clichy's doing the draw. There's a blast from the past. Who do you want, Nat? Who do you want?
I see what people are saying. We're saying like Arsenal in the final. That'll be a really good final, you know. But for me, I'd take Arsenal now. I think Ajax would be a really like good tie. It would be competitive. You know, Ajax play good football. It's one of them. I'd just take anyone, but you know, probably leave Ajax and Arsenal for now, and maybe get a Granada and see in, or Dynamo. I don't even know what they're called. Dynamo, somebody, sorry. But, take a team like that. Granada, nice Spanish trip, I think that'll be a good one.
Yeah, we're not all on the
Can't
cocktail. We're not even on the beach sipping pina coladas. Yeah. That's what's frustrating. No. There's over 105 of you watching right now. Guys, come on. If you're not on YouTube, come over. youtube.com/all4united. Smash that like button. Come on. Let's get everyone in here. Get in the live chat. We're going to be doing the draw live. Stu, what about you? Who do you want to see us playing the next round of Europa League? And of course, as the draws are made, this will also shape up the semi-final draw as well, because that's how it's done in the Europa League. So we'll know more or less who our route to the final. So who do you want at this stage?
I would like an away trip to Roma. I would like to go to Roma. A little bit of nostalgia there with Mkhitaryan and Smalling, but actually, my reason behind that is we eliminate a dangerous opposition. If we can get Roma in the next round, we eliminate a dangerous opposition, and it gives us a potentially slightly easier semi-final. And then if we get through to the final, anything can happen. I'd like to see us get Roma.
We are, as you say, it's cliche, but we're through to the quarterfinals now. After this, there's 2 more rounds. At the end of the day, every game's now a hard game. And I think someone put in the live chat earlier on, we know Ollie's not going to go B team within this competition now. It's there to be won. And Nat, as you said, we can storm it. I think now is the time that we've just got to open ourselves to go, do you know what? Any draw's a good draw. Because at the end of the day, if we go out now to Arsenal, who says that if we got through to the semi-finals and played Arsenal, wouldn't be the same result? So you've got to play these teams to be able to reach the summit. And we've got to beat 3 of the remaining, how many? 2, 4, 6, 8 teams left in the competition. Yeah. So I had to count that. I know it's the quarterfinals. Why did I have to count every team? What's going on there? Well, 7 teams, of course, because I can't count ourselves. Right. So we've said that who do I want in the next round? To be honest, I wouldn't mind Arsenal. I also wouldn't mind Roma. Of course, we look at Granada as an easy draw, but not necessarily an easy draw. They're having an all right season. And, clubs like this, again, slightly unknown quantities, you don't tend to get easy draws against these sides. They end up more trickier than, so to speak, going and playing an Arsenal team that's famed for Arteta ball, and we know exactly how they're going to line up. So I would, I'm in 2 places, but the draw's starting now. Granada's the first name out the hat. So Granada's the first name out the hat. They're going to start their first leg of the quarterfinal tie at home to... Oh, they're just explaining, so I don't quite know what they're explaining. To Manchester United. So we have got Granada in the next round. There we go. It's Granada for United in the Europa League. Nat, whilst they continue the draw, what do you make of that?
Wow.
Good. And I agree with you. It's an unknown quantity, but they are going well. But, we should be beating a team like this. And, I suppose it's a easier per se draw. I sort of said it, didn't I? I'd like Granada. It's Spanish. It's nice. But I wish that fans were there as well. And I know, obviously, they can't be there. But when it gets to this stage, I start thinking, where's good to go? Because like you say, it doesn't matter who you play. You could play them in the semi-final. You could play the hard team in the final. It doesn't matter. You got to win everyone now. So for me, I just think it is what it is. I'm happy. It should, I've never seen their stadium. I don't think we've ever even played against them. Not that I can think. So maybe we have.
I don't think we have.
No, so it's like a first time. It's nice. Be good for their players.
I think by the way the draw's happening, I think we find out at the end, but Arsenal have got a home tie to Slavia Prague. So they will play home to Slavia Prague and then away in the second round. So there we go. So Arsenal have Slavia Prague. Interesting.
Do they pick the semi-final? Do they draw the semi-finals as well today?
Yeah, I think they do that afterwards. So I think what they do is then they pick out a number, and then when the numbers, so that we're obviously match 1, Arsenal Slavia Prague would be match 2. Ajax are just out the hat now, so Ajax are going to face either Dynamo Zagreb, Roma, or Villarreal. I'd love that to be Roma. Get one of those two out, or potentially even Villarreal, I suppose. And we'll find that out at the end. But yeah, it's Roma. Ajax have got Roma. Interesting. So that means Dynamo Zagreb will play Villarreal.
Yeah.
What's a draw that is? So Granada, Man United, Arsenal, Slavia Prague, Ajax, Roma, and it's going to be Dynamo Zagreb and Villarreal. Stu, your reaction on United's tie and the draw in general?
Well, the draw in general is great, isn't it? Ajax, Roma. I put a quote out on a tweet last night about the Champions League would die to have Manchester United, AC Milan in that tournament. And this is Ajax Roma is another top draw, grade A tie, full of history, full of absolute quality footballers. And the Europa League's got it, the Champions League hasn't. So I think from that point of view, people will start looking at the Europa League again for the amount of ties, quality ties it's been. In terms of going to Granada, I'm a bit with Nat, really. I don't know a great deal about them. I know they don't score a huge amount of goals. I think their top goal scorer has got about 11 across all competitions. But it's an unknown quantity. And I quite like the fact it's an unknown quantity. And we're away in the first leg, which suits us better. And so I expect us quite comfortably to go through, probably on an aggregate score of about 5 or 6-1.
I mean, look, there are no easy ties at this stage. I stick by that, even though we've been drawn against Granada. But this is really, Nat said earlier on about storming this competition. This is our opportunity to walk into the semi-final. We don't need to make this difficult for ourselves. If we turn up, we beat Granada. And the interesting thing about this is Granada and Manchester United have never played against each other. This is Granada's first meeting with an English club ever. There's a lot of history now within this tie.
Okay.
So the winner of quarter-final 1, which is the Man United and Granada tie, for the semi-final, will play against, in the semi-finals, the winners of, it's just being drawn now, I want to bring this to you straight away as soon as we know, against the winners of quarter-final tie 3. So the winners of Ajax Roma and Manchester United Granada will play against each other in a semi-final. So there we have it. That means that we have the possibility of potentially facing Arsenal in the final if they make it through. Which, Nat, that sounds good.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Yeah, well, that's what we play the semi-finals, don't we? And this is the problem with us, the semi-final, and that is probably the toughest semi-final. You've got to beat everyone, but that, I'd say, Roma or Ajax is probably the toughest one, and we need to get through this. We need to get over this, I think. I think with Stu sort of said it's like our confidence. It's like our mentality. I don't know what it is. We're nervous going into these big games, and that semi-final is a big game, and we need to just banish it now. Beat Granada, beat Ajax or Roma, and get through to this final, and then, bang, beat Arsenal. Yeah? Because for me, I don't know why we can't do it, but we just need to do it now, and it's going to, I don't want it to be a mark on Ollie's name. And I know all the people say, Ollie out, Ollie this, but that is the mark on his name. And I even agree with him when he says it's not about trophies. Look at the progress. Yes, but we know you need a trophy to make it sort of second, and a trophy will make it, he is the right man. There's no questions anymore. But while we're going through this semi-final stage, the doubters are always going to be saying, well, he's not won us a trophy. Well, he's not done this. So I think we need to just, like I say, storm it, win it, bring it home.
If you're happy with that tie, guys, smash the like button on this video. If you're watching on Facebook right now, come over to YouTube. Loads of exclusive content on here. Get into the live chat, youtube.com/AllForUnited. I'll bring your comments up on screen like Stuart's here. Arsenal aren't getting to the final. Yes, Stu, I love that as well. I love that as much as facing Arsenal in the final. Get in the live chat. Guys, do you know what? Because we're live at the moment, we can't Google some facts about Granada. I can only see sort of what's on the screen in front of me. So, guys, can you get in the live chat? Just post a random fact you can find on Google about Granada, whether it's a football club, the place. Feel free to do it, because I don't know a lot about Granada. I saw this comment here from Garth. Pereira once went out on loan to Granada. Did he? I can't remember that. Is that true? Oh, see, that's a fun fact. Kigiso says, I've watched Granada and I have a good feeling we can boss the game and win the tie. I hope so, Kigiso. I hope so. Very good draw for United. Ugly Bear. Granada is a nice part of Spain. Ugly Bear, we're not travel agents. Come on, Mush. I want to know more about them from the footballing point of view. Unless they want to spend the whole time on the beach, then I'll be happy.
Yes.
Let's get some more in here. Henny says an all-English final.
Yeah.
All-English final. I wouldn't mind that either. Granada are currently 8th in La Liga. Nothing to worry about. And Amory, just to cover this off, semi-final will be over 2 legs. So it's not going to be like last year. Quarter-final, semi-final, 2 legs, and obviously final will be played at the end of the season. So just to recap for anyone, United's first leg of the quarter-final will be away to Granada in Spain, which means the second leg will be at Old Trafford. Bodes well. Spanish team, Real Sociedad. First tie away, beat them 4-0, second tie, job done. Who knows? Maybe we can repeat history. And then if we win that, United will go through to play the winners of Ajax or Roma. Arsenal are in a different pot, which means that Arsenal, if they do win, they can get through to face us in the final, which would be an honour for them, an absolute honour for them. Stu, just quickly, I know I've had your reaction on the Granada, but in terms of that draw and the semi-final draw there, we can sort of now see that clear pathway to the final. I think maybe before the AC Milan game, we was all stood there going, players are tired. Do we really want to prioritise this competition? Now we can see that route. For you, is this clearer now? It's just an obvious route for United to go down to win a trophy this year.
Absolutely. But I would throw a note of caution in there that Granada did beat Napoli 2-0 in an earlier round of the competition, and they beat them at home. So obviously there are going to be no mugs. I love absolute mouthwatering tie, Ajax Roma. And I win that really. I like to go for the toughest competitors first because it makes it all the more sweeter. It is going to be a very, very good opportunity for us to win a European trophy under Ollie. And he's got to take this trophy. He's got to take it by the scruff of the neck, which I said earlier. I'm hoping now that the lads will wake up this morning buzzing from the result, because not many teams go to the San Siro and beat them. History says that, and it really doesn't matter where they are at any one time in their cycle. Not many teams go to the San Siro. So from that point of view, I'm hoping the lads wake up this morning, go into training, have a light session, get bonded, and let's see where Sunday takes us. But I can see us. I'd love to see us play Arsenal in the final. I think an English final, they'd just be absolutely brilliant. And it would say a lot about where English teams are in Europe again. We've kind of had this dull piece over the last few years, really. I know Liverpool have won the Champions League, but it was a weak competition at that point. So it bodes well for Ollie. It could help us in the transfer market immensely in the summer and really kick us on for the next year. So, yeah, I'm quite excited, I have to say. I'm probably rambling now because I am that excited.
Mouth-watering ties, these European football ties. Just to give you a bit of update on Granada, so just some stats for you guys in La Liga this year. In terms of goals for, they're 11th in the league. For goals against, they're last, which means they've conceded the most goals in the league this year. Good. Bodes well. They're currently 8th in the league, and then there's loads of XG here, which I don't like talking about because I ain't that intelligent. There we go. Just looking at some of the things here. Dates. I believe that the tie, I had this on here earlier on. I haven't got it in front of me right now, but let me get it for you guys because I want to make sure that you've got all the information. So the first leg is going to be on the 8th of April and the second leg on the 15th of April for the quarterfinals. So away to Granada on the 8th, home to Granada on the 15th of April. Then the semi-finals are the 29th and the 6th. The finals on the 26th. So there you go. Where are we here? We've got loads of comments coming in, guys. Keep them coming in. Hit a like on the video. Let's round this up now because obviously the draw's done. We're all quite confident. Now, I always hate this. I'm going to say let's round it up. I bet this is going to spur a big chat, this. I always hate the conversations around, well, look at the team. Last night we did look a bit tired. We can't prioritise everything. I think top 2 is a must this year. If we don't, we've really dropped the ball. I think we can see this clear path now to the final in the Europa League, and it's more than achievable for Manchester United. For you, going into Sunday, do your eyes dwindle a bit? We've got a load of squad full of internationals who are going to be playing 3 games over the next 2 weeks. So it's now the time to rest. Is the FA Cup the competition, if any, to potentially do that in?
I don't think so. I think let's go for it. Let's, because I think if we just put all our eggs in winning the Europa League, then what if anything goes wrong there? I think top 4 is guaranteed. And yes, I agree with you. I want to get top 2, but I think potentially the time to rest is in a league game. Because for me, I think it's so, City are going to win that league. So any other position doesn't matter, really. I mean, yes, top 2 is where we want to be. But for me, I think if we can win both them trophies, the FA Cup and Europa League, that's going to be more than second or third. I think, like I say, Champions League, we've got it. It's secured. Well, not, by any possibility, but I mean, I can't see us throwing that away and watch that come back to haunt me. But no, I think let's go for these cup competitions. Let's win it. Let's bring home 2 trophies. I mean, I've had people say, which one would you rather? But I'd rather both. That's the end of it. I want to win both. That pathway's there now for the final. And for me, like I said, I can't see why we can't beat every team going into it. The semi-final will be tough. I think you've got to win every game. When you're in the quarterfinals, semi-finals, it's not about, if I wish we got this one instead, because then you have to play the other ones in the final. So for me, I think win these 2 cups, and I won't rest anyone for Sunday. I'd go into it with the strongest team that you can. Pogba's back now. People are coming back. Hopefully Cavani's fit, because I know he didn't make it, but there's talk. Donny's back. So for me, the players are coming back in now. So there's no need to worry about, injuries and this and that everyone's coming back. Don't rush anyone. So I think it was right to bring Pogba on after 45 minutes, but, maybe start him, then bring him off. But for me, I think we can beat Leicester. We can beat these teams. Maybe I'm overconfident, but I think we can win both cup competitions and get second.
No, Nat, I love it, because I don't get this sensible football fan. Why do we have to rest players? They're professional footballers. Yeah, I know they've got legs. I know they can only take so much. I know injuries are a thing, but surely the best people to judge the fitness levels of these players before they start them is the coaching staff and the sports scientists or whoever's at Manchester United. So when I see Bruno starting in midweek against AC Milan, I'm not like, oh, what? You started Bruno? Oh, he's surely not going to be fit moving ahead. Well, yeah, he's 26 years old. Like, he's in his, no, less than, isn't he 25? I don't know, but he's in his peak of fitness. Like, why are we We're in a Europa League second leg where we potentially are going out. You play your best players. You don't rest people. And I agree with you, Nat. Like, if as fans we approached every game with now we can bin this one. Why are we supporting a football club? What are our intentions of being a fan? The intentions are that we go into every match day wanting to win. That's what I am as a fan. I don't go, oh, I'll take a draw today. I never go, I'll take a draw. In hindsight, I go, yeah, a draw's fine. But I never go, oh, yeah, first minute, yeah, I'm just going to sit back, put my feet up. I'd love a 1-1. Oh, no.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. I want to go for everything. Everything. We're Manchester United. And I agree. Finish third, win 2 trophies. Brilliant. Finish second, win 2 trophies. Fantastic. I don't understand why I can't do that. Stu, what about you? For you, is it perfectly achievable or plausible for Ollie to go, we can do this. We can win these 2 trophies and we can finish top 2. We don't need any rest. We just need to crack on. Every game's a final between now and the end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you guys on this. You've got to go for everything. You've got to go, and we've got a good enough squad actually to go for everything. I mean, he'll make a couple of changes Sunday, but so be it. Let's go out, beat Leicester. As long as we finish second or third, like you say. But I want the Europa League this year, and I definitely want the FA Cup because I love the FA Cup. And if we can finish second, it'll be an amazing season. It'll be an amazing season for Ollie because he can stick 2 fingers up to all the pessimists and all the Ollie outers and all the people who don't necessarily understand football. And and it'll make the Premier League look at Manchester United again. Every time Manchester United are being talked about, we're on the up. When we don't get talked about, that's when we've got a problem. And now we're being spoken about all the time. So, yeah, I want to see us go for absolutely everything. I know I mention it a lot, Ben, and but I'm going to mention it now. In my playing days,
here we go. Stu being a shot, everyone.
Yeah, I never wanted to be rested ever. I always wanted to play, even if I was slightly injured. I always wanted to play. And a professional footballer like Bruno Fernandes, Maguire's actually getting better. over the last few weeks, he's been getting better, and he's played every single game virtually this season. I think he's been rested twice, hasn't he? The whole season. He'll play for England. Wan-Bissaka was looking tired a couple of weeks ago. He's found a new lease of life. This is what happens in a professional footballer. We did look tired in patches last night, and I was on Twitter, why isn't Ollie making subs? But he knows better than anybody. He knows better than me the player's fitness and what he wants to do with the squad in the remaining games. If I was playing in Manchester United's dressing room right now, I'd be so excited about the potential and what we can actually achieve as a unit now and in the future. So yeah, let's take everything. Knock the wall down. Let's do it.
I agree. I'm so confident. I love it. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get this international break out the way. Sunday's obviously a big game. Can't wait for that.
Isn't that a night? I know I'm going off tangent here. I'm sorry, but in the current climate and what football nations are having to do, why on earth have we got this international break?
Yeah, I said this. I don't get it. I just bring everything forward 2 weeks, keep playing the season, and then let the players have 2 weeks extra going into the Euros. Like, I don't understand. Well, I know that we've got European qualifiers and stuff, but the majority of them are friendlies. Fitting in 3 games in 2 weeks in this current climate, it just makes no sense. But yeah, I can't wait for Sunday. Get a win on Sunday. Come out the back of the international break. We've got Leeds away, haven't we, at some point? And we've got just some fantastic games coming up. I am buzzing.
Yeah, we have got Leeds away. Yeah.
Buzzing. Guys, thank you for joining us for the Europa League draw. We're going to leave it there. United have drawn Granada in the quarterfinals. We'll be playing the first leg away. And let me just quickly give you those dates again. We'll be playing the first leg away. That will be at the start of April. So that's April the 8th. Is when the away leg to Granada would be. And then the home leg would be the 15th of April. As part of this draw today, we've also found out that our semi-final opponent, should we go through, will be either Ajax or Roma. The winners of that tie will face United in the semi-finals. So that means that if we get through to the final, we have a chance of facing Arsenal. And on that, on the final, I've just found out that United have been drawn as the potential away team in the final.
Okay.
So, do you know what that means, though? Ollie Zebras. We get Arsenal in the final. We'll be in the black and white.
We do. We will
be in the zebra kit. Love that.
Ollie Zebras. That is good.
Ollie Zebras. So, yeah, that's the Europa League draw concluded. Guys, if you're watching this back later, please stick your thoughts in the comments. Hit a like on the video. Go check out Nat and Stu. I'll quickly take this banner off the screen so you can see what their Twitters are. There you go. Go check them out. We'll obviously be back at full time of the Leicester game at the weekend. So join us for the match reaction shows. Put your notifications on so you know whenever we have a live stream. And tonight at 10 o'clock, Temi will have your preview Q&A as we look ahead to the Leicester game. So I'm going to get out of here for now. Have a great weekend, guys. Stay safe. Subscribe to All for United. Love to Nat and Stu. And we'll see you all next week. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.
See you guys.